Y'all love this so much, I brought it back. How these women from the 50s and 60s and 70s are just, this is Sade. Sade is 64 years old. This picture was taken in 1984. This is 2023. I don't know what water you drinking, Sade. Maybe you still drinking sink water, and maybe sink water had the fountain of youth water. Maybe this bottled water, maybe this veganism, maybe this vegetarianism. Maybe that's the reason we don't look like you. Sade, if you want the microwave that fold down like this and you got to turn it down, I have absolutely no problem. I was a young man when I first saw Sandra Bullock in Speed, and I didn't know what I was witnessing at that time. 119 years later, if they wanted to do a biopic about Sandra Bullock's life and they needed somebody to play the younger her, they would have to cast this 50-something-year-old woman at the end in this red dress to play the younger her. Oh, Sandra. Ain't nowhere in hell Gabrielle Union is 50 years old. There's no way. In this movie, she was 27 playing an 18-year-old high school student. In this movie, which is called Her Real Life, she's a 50-year-old woman playing a 27-year-old in 2023, and I just don't understand. And she wearing the side braids? Gabrielle Union, you still going to the hood, getting your hair between somebody's lap, paying them the $200, making them skip the chair fee because you fine enough to do it, and your dimple haven't aged at night. I can just rest, I can sleep just bedtime, read me Rockabye Dimple on Gabrielle Union's face. I'm a grown man. This is Salma Hayek. This is also Salma Hayek. These two people are Salma Hayek. Salma Hayek didn't age at all. You 1950s, 60s, and 70s ladies are slaying. I mean, absolutely. I've always been into older women. When I said older women, I was never talking about 10 years old. I was definitely talking about 30, 40 years older than me. And I'm okay, 20 years older than me. So if you in your mid 50s and 60s and you want to go back down the river, just come down here. And I promise you, if it dried up, man, I'll part that Red Sea. Okay. Nia Long once gave a man an opportunity to make love to her in the movie The Best Man. And he had a black eye, he was beat up, and she was ready, and she was tipsy, and he missed that. Nia Long had a man walk into the house and Boys in the Hood and fight L. Like fight L. That was her. This is Nia Long now. Nia Long is probably old enough to remember when we used to have to hand wash clothes and hang it up on the dry line outside. Like you just hang your clothes. She's probably that age. Nia Long don't look like she older than 22 years old. Nia Long look like she can stop, pop, and drop it and come back up as many times as she want. Nia Long look like she can play the younger version of anybody you've ever named. Nia Long look like she could do the voice for a character in a Garfield film in 1984. We would have no damn idea that this is Nia Long to the right. Nia Long should be this damn fine. Nia Long is 50-something years old, and you mean to tell me? To all the women born in the 1950s, 60s, and 70s, I've lost my groove. I've lost my groove, and I need some help getting it back. Are there any volunteers out there? Like any? Like I got no problem watching the Andy Griffin Show. I like All in the Family. I like the Jeffersons. I have absolutely no problem like going through coupon books and waiting in line at a Winn-Dixie. I have no problem. I do all of that.